So it's fine.
We're good. No. Hello, my name is Barento Raz Mohammed. I am from Canada, the greatest country in the world.
That's your introduction.
Second to China, of course.
你好，我叫马泰，我是从澳洲来的，可是我从小住在新加坡。
哇，中文好棒！
Is this a question about why I wear vests?
Yeah. Martial arts and yin and yang. So your outfit was different from everyone else's, and did you choose that yourself? And like, how do you decide that?
So, what happened was they told Rusty and I that we're doing the Tai Chi scene, and then when they came up with 3 different outfits. And what I've been told is one was the teacher's outfit, one was the master's outfit, and one was the servant's outfit. So naturally, our teacher got the teacher's outfit.
Yes.
And then Rusty grabbed the master's outfit. So I was like, well, I'm the servant. Rusty is now my master.
Just like every commentator.
Rusty loves that as well. He keeps giving me so much shit for it.
I would say, for me, just because it was me and Pulse, we were just sitting off across from each other, and we were just staring at each other. For me, the way I did it was we were supposed to like give each other, not mean looks, but we were supposed to be looking like we were thinking about it, right? And the best thing about me, when I was just like I was just staring right at Pulse, just like turning my head around a million times, just like looking at him, and the director is like, don't turn your head that much. I mean, what are you doing? Just because I look like, I don't know what I look like, but I definitely didn't look like I was thinking. I just looked like I was very angry at somebody. So that's the only memorable thing, other than being incredibly cold.
I think there were two really funny moments for me. One was because Rusty can't speak any Mandarin at all, and both of our instructors only spoke Mandarin. So every time they tried to correct Rusty's pose or make him do something different, they would just yell at him, and I would understand, and I would try and translate it for him. But at the beginning, he'd be looking really confused, like, oh, I don't know what I don't understand. He'd get really confused. And the best part about that was later on when he went to put on the clothes to actually get into the shoot. He tried and did one of the poses, and immediately you just hear a rip sound as Rusty ripped his pants. That was pretty cool.
That should have been on the video.
Oh, that should have been the video.
Should have been in the video.
Oh.
Missed opportunity.
Missed.
Go for it first, since you're new to the LPL.
哦，我最喜欢中国的食物了。
食物，
小笼包真的很好吃。
小笼包。
Man, LPL, I casted the LPL a long time back, like 2 years ago. So that was a lot of fun. And I remember when I was casting it, it was a lot of games, a lot of hours, but they were always really action-packed. And I was wondering, like, oh, is that going to be the case when I come back? And yep, week 1, we have team fights every minute, lots of stopwatches, a lot of fun. So the LPL is still a really fighting-heavy league, and it's a lot of fun to cast.
That would be my initial reaction to the LPL too, because globally, you go to look in Korea and EU, average games are 42 minutes. I even remember the 94 or 92 minute game in the LCK, not China, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just fight, because one fight will end the game and immediately the team knows what to do with it, rather than they're not afraid. And I think that's what immediately about the LPL that comes to mind, is that they're not afraid and they will end the game when they know they will end the game. As for my first impressions of China, I think the people are incredibly nice and understanding, because I don't understand much at all, so I would understand if they were very upset with me or impatient, but they are not, which is very nice.
Raz is also one of the few members of the team. When he goes out, he tries to speak Mandarin with everyone he sees, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
he really tries to learn, say whatever he wants to order in Mandarin, so that's pretty cool as well.
My favorite thing to say is okay, jiao tang ma ji duo. That's all I said.
是吗？啊，干啊！
So that's me. OK 買有
还有可口可乐是你最喜欢喝的东西。
Coca-Cola, yeah.
OK，
一个汉堡 only a little bit. Enough to live. Oh yes, yeah. For me, immediately for me, I would say the one that I remember the most would be I'm trying to buy a chair and a desk for my room just to get a PC set up. I bought a chair, but I did not expect that I would get a massage chair instead. So I got a massage chair instead of a computer chair. Like I still use it, but now I can also apparently get a massage as well.
I have ordered things wrong, like the wrong orders of dumplings, but I've been able to correct it because it's enough to like go by. But I think the funniest thing that's happened to us so far is Rusty's Jindong orders. Rusty has ordered things off of Jindong and it's come the wrong thing. For example, he wanted a grey blanket. He got a rainbow blanket. He also wanted a shower mat and he got a Hello Kitty shower mat. So now the bathroom that Rusty and I share has a Hello Kitty shower mat just there.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. You know what I'm gonna say? Snake. Let's go, Flandry.
Come on, get in there.
Why?
Mine's pretty easy. SOFM's from the GPL, or used to be from the GPL, and that was the first league I ever worked on. So the way I was brought into casting League of Legends was casting the GPL. So I've casted SOFM when he was a really, really young kid playing for New Evolution for Lewis and stuff. So yeah, I really like SOFM. I've always liked like Team WE, like that'd be one of the things I always like to watch. But Snake good team.
For me, whenever I think about it, I'm like, oh, maybe it should be RNG. RNG has such a very strong roster. They have an incredibly strong roster, and then they lose to they lose quite a bit, or at least they lost the last one recently. It just seems like all of the top LPL teams are losing to Snake. So there's only one king here. Snake Esports.
It's so hard. Then you've got like it's so hard to pick a team.
It really is.
You have like Billy who are doing
Yes.
so well, and then they have like amazing Jay and stuff. Yeah.
All I know is that the LPL has too many good teams. I only expected RNG, WE, and IG, EDG as well. Those 4 teams is what I expected, and it's probably the smart answer. But I don't care about the smart answer. I only care about the right answer.
From the LPL?
Yeah, from the LPL.
I would say Zatai, just because Zatai is initially what my first memory of the LPL, just because I used to watch the LPL back in season 2, a little bit before that as well, and it was always IG versus WE as the 2 major teams. And Zatai was seen as the creative mid laner, would pick up Swain. I remember the Swain game going up against CLG in season 2 very vividly. So I always loved him just because when a new pick came out, he would choose that pick immediately, and he would be really strong at that pick. So Zatai was very fun for me.
Mine's a bit. I know who I'm going to say, but mine's a bit more difficult because I've only worked on the LPL for 2-3 years now, so I don't know too many of the legacy players that well. But I have to say Tabe, because when Tabe played at Worlds, he brought out Annie, and Annie's good champion.
Yeah, he likes Annie. Show him the tattoo.
Yeah.
所以你最喜欢的英雄是安妮。
对。
段位是什么？
Oh my god, this is a tough one, man.
Here we go. Give it to me.
Okay, I want you to look in there. Okay, so what's your rank?
现在 now.
Wait a minute, it's crazy.
That's
或者是最高的时候，
Okay, so what was your highest rank?
Okay.
I hate this story so much. My highest rank in solo queue was Diamond 1, and I was in placements for Challenger back before they had Master, so Master tier didn't exist anymore. And then I won my 2 games, it's in placements to get to Challenger, and then I lost 3 games straight. And then I went back into placements, won 2 games, lost 3 games, so didn't make it to Challenger. Did it a 3rd time, and on the 3rd game I queued with pro players from Singapore. Like I got, damn, I can't remember their names anymore, but I got a few pro players in my game, They all fed. They all sucked, and
Yeah.
I lost my challenger for most. I then went on a 33-game losing spree. I went from Diamond 1 all the way down to Diamond 4, and then I quit League of Legends for a year and a half. I stopped playing League of Legends. I became a FIFA shoutcaster. I went and managed a FIFA team.
This guy.
And then I came back to Rust.
Heartbroken. Incredible. For me, my highest rank was a simple lowly platinum one. Because I don't grind too much. Like if I get to like a respectful like plat 1, then I just do whatever. Like I focus on my job, which was either coaching or commentary. But I never tried. This time around though, Diamond, I'm coming for you, Diamond. That's all I gotta
We'll go
say.
together.
There.
We'll go together to Diamond.
Okay. We're coming.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because I've cosplayed Annie already.
Do we want to show that though?
No, I don't want to show that. Show it later. These are secret photos.
Actually we did this before. Last split we had predictions, and whoever lost the prediction would have to dress up like, or at least in a large dinosaur costume. So you have to come in as a dinosaur.
Then you had the Lux wig as well.
Yeah, the Lux wig, of course. Frost lost that one, Dominic lost that one, so they had to dress up and for that one. So I'm always okay with it, because I always win.
Yeah, Rusty will lose. Always. So it's fine. Well, I'll do it.
I'll do it 100%. It's going to be Rusty that's going to have to dress
Rusty
up like
will
Annie.
lose. Yeah. He always loses.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
There we go.
LPL and the OPL?
Uh-oh!
Ooh.
Okay, tell us. You go first, because that's
大家
hilarious.
都说 LPL 是一个打架的赛区嘛，所以就想问一下他们有什么样的看法。
It's like because I came from the OPL before the LPL, which is Australia's pro league. To me, it almost feels like the LPL is like the big brother. They always get into fights, and they're always beating up people. And then the OPL is like the younger brother, just watching the big brother get in fights, like, get it, you can do it, you can do it. Just wants to be like the older brother, but every time he gets into a fight, it's like, oh no.
No, it sounds like my childhood.
It feels like the OPL tries to play towards like a very fight-heavy style. Just they're not quite there yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. For me, if I were to compare it to the North American LCS, I'll say NALCS tries to be like Korea. They try to be smart about how they play the game, where they ward and all that, but they just don't take that extra step. They don't try and fight, they don't try and go for Barons when they should. Meanwhile, LPL goes for Baron all the time. They just try and fight all the time. And maybe NALCS would be more strategically diverse, but the LPL just, even if some teams, let's say Jingdong or Rogue Warriors, even though they're not always thinking about the strategy of like lane swap or split pushing, and if they're just fighting, they just go for the fight all the time. So I'd say LPL is much more aggressive, they're much more team fight heavy, and they know what they want. Sometimes NALCS teams don't do that.
OK， 那谢谢你我的采访，今天谢谢。
好了，今天的节目就到这里，我是团长兔小睡，记得关注电竞迷妹团，有料有趣又有爱的公众号，地球上的电竞迷妹都关注啦。